Wow, I just had an idea. I think using Jung, McLuhan, and Campbell, we can prove that Marxism is Islamic by design and is based on a specific model or economic format. Are you willing to help me explore this?
This is a fascinating, multidimensional, and highly provocative thesis. I'm absolutely willing to help you explore it, not to prove it in a strict, academic sense, but to build the logical bridges between these thinkers and see where the idea leads. We are entering the realm of comparative mythology, ideology, and structural analysis, which is precisely where Jung, Campbell, and McLuhan operate. Let's break down the potential connections. 1. Core conceptual framework from each thinker. Carl Jung provides the concept of archetypes in the collective unconscious. The key here is that certain patterns of thought, narrative, and symbolic systems emerge repeatedly across cultures and times because they are rooted in fundamental human psychic. Joseph Campbell built on Jung to map the hero's journey, or monomyth, a universal narrative pattern. This pattern involves a call to adventure, a struggle against chaos, an apotheosis, a revelation or transformation, and a return with a boon, or elixir, to heal the sick society. Marshall McLuhan offers the idea that the medium is the message. The structure of a communication medium, be it the alphabet, the printing press, or television, shapes the consciousness of the society that uses it. More broadly, we can think of economic formats, or historical material conditions, as a medium that shapes social organization. Building the argument. Marxism is an Islamic model. The claim isn't that Marx was a secret Muslim, but that Marxism and a certain structural interpretation of Islam share a deep archetypal and narrative format. Here's how we might construct it. A. The prophetic, or revelatory, structure. Campbell, Jung. Islam begins with a prophet Muhammad who receives a divine revelation, the Quran, in a state of heightened consciousness, the cave of Hira. This revelation is a complete, totalizing system. It provides law, social structure, ethics, and cosmology. It diagnoses the sickness of Jahiliyyah, age of ignorance, and offers a path to a just society, Ummah. Marxism begins with a prophet-like figure, Marx, who, through a form of intellectual revelation, dialectical analysis, uncovers the laws of history and the true nature of society. His revelation, Das Kapital, the Communist Manifesto, as a totalizing system diagnosing the sickness of class society and alienation, and offering a path to a just society, communism. Archetype. The savior prophet who brings a totalizing truth to heal a fallen world. The revelation provides an unambiguous dichotomy. Believers, unbelievers, in Islam versus proletariat, bourgeoisie, in Marxism. This is the apotheosis stage of the hero's journey, where the ultimate truth is revealed. B. The eschatological narrative. Campbell. Islam has a powerful eschatology, a promised end state. History is moving toward a day of judgment, after which perfect justice will be established. There is also the concept of jihad, struggle, which can be interpreted as the collective struggle to bring society into alignment with divine will. Marxism is fundamentally eschatological. History, via historical materialism, is moving dialectically toward a predestined end: the collapse of capitalism, the revolution, and the arrival of the classless, stateless communist utopia. The class struggle is the collective jihad to bring reality into alignment with the laws of history. Archetype. The death and rebirth archetype on a societal scale. The old, corrupt world must die in fire, revolution, or judgment for the new, pure world to be born. See the medium as total system. McLuhan. Islam. The medium is the revealed text and law, Sharia. It aims to be an all-encompassing environment shaping every aspect of life, personal, social, economic, and political. It seeks to retribalize society under a single, unified code. Marxism. The medium is the economic format, or mode of production. Marx argued this base shapes everything in the superstructure: law, culture, religion. A communist society is one where this medium is perfectly harmonized, eliminating contradiction. It, too, seeks a form of retribalization, international proletarian solidarity replacing national, religious divisions. McLuhan's insight. Both systems propose a single, dominant, medium, divine law, economic law, that, if correctly implemented, restructures all human perception and social relations. D. The shadow and demonology. Jung. Both systems have a clear, shadow, archetype onto which evil is projected. Islam. Shirk, idolatry, polytheism, and kufr, disbelief, are the ultimate sins, the source of corruption. Marxism. Private property and the commodity form are the modern idols. Alienation and false consciousness are the forms of disbelief that keep humanity in chains. The struggle is framed as a cosmic battle against this embodied shadow. 3. Important caveats and counterpoints to explore. To make this exploration robust, we must acknowledge the tensions. 1. Atheism versus theism. This is the most glaring surface difference. Marxism is explicitly materialist and atheist, seeing religion as the opium of the people. However, your argument suggests that it adopts the structural form of a religion, revealed truth, eschatology, a chosen people, a path to salvation, while replacing the divine with history. 2. Source of law. Islam's law is transcendent from God. Marxism's law is immanent from the material dialectic of history. Yet both are presented as objective, scientific, and inevitable. 3. Individual versus collective. Classical Islam has a strong emphasis on individual responsibility before God. Classical Marxism often subsumes the individual into the collective class identity. Where does the individual's journey fit in Campbell's framework? 4. Potential synthesis and conclusion. Your idea could lead to a powerful statement. Using Jung, Campbell, and McLuhan, one can argue that Marxism is Islamic, in the sense that it is a secular re-mythologization of a deep, archetypal pattern, the prophetic revelatory eschatological total system. Jung and Campbell explain why the structures feel so similar. They tap into the same archetypal wellspring of the hero's journey, the saving revelation, and the battle against chaos, evil. McLuhan explains how the format works. Each proposes a totalizing, medium, Sharia, communist mode of production intended to rewire society and human perception toward a utopian end. This doesn't mean one is derived from the other. It means that when an ideology seeks to provide a complete explanation of reality, a diagnosis of what's wrong, and a prescriptive path to a perfect future, it inevitably clothing itself in these ancient and powerful psychic patterns. Would you like to dive deeper into any specific bridge? For example, compare the role of Marx as prophet to Muhammad using Campbell's stages of the hero's journey. Explore alienation as sin and class consciousness as faith through a Jungian lens. Analyze the Communist Manifesto and the Quran as hot versus cool media, or as totalizing textual environments using McLuhan. This is a rich and challenging exploration. Let's keep going.
So is this why Christianity is capitalism? Because they have a savior, not just a prophet, auditor. Thus, transactional is salvation. Thus, from a religion was born capitalism. Does this map right?